Hey guys, thank you for stopping by my channel. In this video, I'm going to be giving you updates on the upcoming This Is Fate Season 3 for the first week, and I'm going to be giving updates on the subsequent weeks in my next videos. This Is Fate is currently off air at the time of this video, so I'm going to be as detailed as possible and also not making the video too long. So if you'd like to know what to expect from This Is Fate Season 3, you need to hang on and see this video to the end. And if it's your first time on my channel, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you. Salah calls Preeta to find out what happened. Preeta assures her to not worry. Salah tells Preeta her duties in her new house and she should always keep the family together. Preeta says Karan is only interested in proving that she is wrong. Salah tells Preeta she knows Shirlin and Myra are responsible, but everything will be fine. Salah tells Preeta Karan cares as she is his best friend and so should build her relationship with him. Srishti thinks her mother is trying to tell Preeta what should happen in the first night after wedding. Shirlin tells Myra that Karan will make Preeta sleep in the balcony. Myra thinks in the morning she will throw Preeta out. Salah advises Preeta to do the things Karan likes. Samir tells Srishti that Preeta is in Karan's room but Karan is in the guest room. Srishti tells him to go to Karan and say Preeta says he is a coward cat and she is the lioness. That way Karan would go and meet Preeta, that they need to be together for things to work. Samir refuses and Srishti says she will come to the house and tell everyone Samir tried to kiss her. Samir accepts and says Srishti will then kiss him and Srishti accepts. Karan asks Raki to massage his head and says Rishabh will force him to go to his room. Karina says Karan should stay in the guest room and tomorrow she will get a lawyer to handle the NGO. Samir comes and says Preeta says Karan should remain there as he is the cat and she is lioness. Samir says King doesn't leave his throne and so Karan shouldn't leave his room but face Preeta, and added that he heard Preeta tell Srishti that she made Karan leave his room. Kritika is angry that Preeta is changed. Karan goes to the room and Mahira stops him. He says he just wants to talk to Preeta. Mahira thinks the room was decorated. Now Karan is going there. Samir is worried Karan will go to question Preeta. Srishti asks him to relax. Myra and Shirlin go to spy at Preeta and Karan. Karan enters the room and says hello. Preeta replies hi. Karan says he is lion. Preeta asks if he saw animal channels. Karan lay on the bed and asks Preeta to leave. Preeta brings her face closer to Karan. Karan recalls memories. Myra sees this and is very angry. Preeta says Karan is saying strange things and she wanted to check if he is drunk. Karan asks her to leave the room. Preeta walks towards the door but sees Shirlin and Myra by the door and just locks it to make them angrier. Preeta begins to praise Karan, the king of the Luthra family, the best cricketer, and he is happy. She then hugs him and says sorry. Karan asks why she is apologizing because he knows she is angry. Preeta says it is love in her eyes and not anger, and that she would make Karan God in her life if he accepts her as his wife, and they should hug. They hug each other and they begin to remember their times together. Myra is angry after hearing their conversation. Samir sees Myra and Shirlin standing by the door and says it is wrong to listen to Karan and Preeta's conversation and asks them to leave or he will call Rishabh. They leave but Myra thinks Samir is rude. Shirlin says anyone would have said the same thing. Myra imagines Karan kissing Preeta. Meanwhile, Karan and Preeta quarrel in the room. Preeta sleeps on the bed and asks him to sleep on the couch. Karan goes to the terrace. Preeta asks him to come inside but he says no, that Preeta is missing him and they quarrel. Preeta asks him to apologize and come inside but he refuses. It starts to rain. Karan gets up but lies back, saying he wouldn't be the one to ask Preeta to open the window. Preeta goes to open the window but goes back, thinking Karan should be the one to ask her to open it. Karan sees her turn back and goes to lean on the window, and Preeta opens it and they both rush inside. Myra goes to find out what is happening between Karan and Preeta. Karan and Preeta quarrel over who should close the window. Karan helps Preeta with her clothes that stuck and closes the window. Preeta asks him to take off his shirt. Karan says she wants to see his body and cannot resist. Myra hears this and says they are celebrating their first night and she cannot bear it, and so leaves. Karan and Preeta are still fighting, and Preeta goes to the couch to sleep. Karan is happy to get his bed back. Preeta checks on Karan and notices he is shivering. Preeta helps him with a wet towel and he thanks her. Salah asks Preeta to cook for her in-laws and make sweets to sweeten their relationship, and she agrees, but Shirlin overhears their conversation and tells Myra. The cook praises Preeta's sweet aroma. Shirlin scolds him and asks why he didn't praise her tea's aroma. She sends him out of the kitchen, and Myra tries to pour salt in Preeta's sweet, but she pulls her hand and asks them to leave. Preeta goes to take Salah's call and asks the cook to mix the sweets. Shirlin comes and tells the cook to take water to Daddy while she helps him to mix the sweets, and he agrees. Myra and Shirlin look for salt, but Preeta left with it. Karan speaks with Salah and agrees to come to the Aurora house with Preeta to complete their marriage rites. Preeta returns to the kitchen and sees Myra and Shirlin there. They say they were preparing the same dish as Preeta. Daddy asks Preeta what she has made and she tells them, but only Rishabh and Samir agreed to eat. Raki agreed to just taste it. Rishabh says it tastes excellent. Karan says he likes it, but it didn't taste as good as it looks, and they all return to eating. Raki says mother-in-law gives a gift to the daughter-in-law after she cooks for the first time and gives her a gift. Daddy gives her a gift too. This made Myra angry and she left. Myra wondered how it happened as they filled the food with spices. Preeta tells them she corrected hers and put salt in theirs. She tells Myra that no one ate her dish, not even Shirlin, and she should stop the childish act because she is now Karan Luthra's wife and would allow their behavior. Preeta tells them to eat the food they prepared. The family says they won't do the function and Karan agrees, saying it is old. He sneezes and Preeta explains that he is not well. Daddy then says they will arrange Preeta's reception because Raki wants it. Rishabh tells Shirlin to give Preeta all the respect she deserves as a daughter-in-law. Karan asks Ganesh why he didn't bring him the cold water he asked. Ganesh says Preeta asked him not to. Kritika says he shouldn't listen to Preeta but them. Ganesh tells them that Karan is not well truly. Karan says he's taking medication, but Raki tells him he shouldn't take cold water. Raki and Daddy then tells Karan of the function. Ganesh, Rishabh and even Kritika agreed to have the function. Preeta searches for her bag and sees it in the guest room. She takes it back to the room because she will not allow Karan throw her out. Myra sees her and tries to hurt her, but Shirlin stops Myra. Preeta enters the room and Karan asks what she mixed in the food that is making all his family organize function for her even when they don't like her. Preeta says love and goes to place her clothes in the wardrobe. Karan refuses and they quarrel. Karan calls Raki and says Preeta threw his things out of the wardrobe, but Preeta says she only wants to put her clothes in the wardrobe. Raki tells Karan to allow Preeta to put her clothes in the wardrobe. Shirlin calls Prithvi and explains everything and that she can't do anything as Preeta is now Karan's wife and came with NGO, and that the police even sided Preeta when Karan called the police. Prithvi says she is useless. Shirlin is angry and ends the call. Raki enters and tells Shirlin she is supposed to prepare everything for Preeta's function as she is the elder daughter-in-law. She wanted to give excuse but accepts. Samir tells Srishti the family is preparing reception for Preeta, but Srishti is sad that they didn't invite their family. Salah prepares Srishti's favorite meal and makes her come out of her room to eat. Raki then calls Salah and asks them all to come for Preeta's function. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with those who would like to see it. I am Obiageli Moyi. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you for watching.